the African kings who ruled without crowns. They ruled nations through wisdom, not gold, and history forgot them. Before we go deeper, subscribe to uncover Africa's hidden history, because what you're about to discover will challenge everything you've been told about kingship. Across the sands of Africa, kings once ruled with crowns of gold, armies of men, and empires of stone. But there were others, quiet rulers, unseen sovereigns, who carried their kingdoms not on their heads, but in their hearts. They ruled through wisdom, spirit, and knowledge. They were the African kings who ruled without crowns, guardians of balance, protectors of truth, and the keepers of power that didn't glitter, but glowed. Mali, the griot kings. In the Empire of Mali, history was not written, it was sung. The griots, or Jalia, were historians, poets, and philosophers who could command more respect than generals. Among them was Tiramagan Traoré, advisor to Sundiata Keita. He carried no crown, yet his voice moved kings and shaped destinies. When Sundiata sought guidance before battle, it wasn't warriors he consulted, it was Traoré. Because in Mali, words were sharper than swords. A griot's tongue could build empires or bring them to their knees. To the people, he was a king of wisdom, not land. Proof that leadership begins not with wealth, but with the courage to speak truth. Ethiopia, the invisible monarchs of faith. In ancient Axum and later in Lalibela, another kind of ruler emerged, the spiritual kings. These were the abunas and mystic priests who guided emperors from behind the veil of the church. They didn't command armies, they commanded the unseen. They were believed to hold the keys of heaven, interpreting dreams, aligning the stars, and balancing the nation's fate through prayer and ritual. Their temples, carved from living rock, still hum with an ancient vibration, echoes of divine authority that outlasted any golden crown. They proved that true power doesn't shout, it whispers through eternity. Great Zimbabwe, the Rain Kings. Far to the south, in the mighty kingdom of Zimbabwe, rulers were chosen not by bloodline, but by connection to the elements. The Rain Kings, or Mambo Wamvura, held ceremonies that could summon clouds and call forth rain from dry skies. To the people, rain meant life, and life itself crowned these leaders. Their authority came from nature's consent, not human decree. These kings lived in balance with earth and sky, using sacred instruments, drums, horns, and stones, tuned to the heartbeat of the land. Each rainfall was their coronation, each harvest their crown. They were proof that Africa understood climate, energy, and nature's harmony long before modern science. Yoruba lands, the priest kings of Ifa. In the Yoruba world, wisdom was the highest throne. Here lived the Babalawos, priests of the ancient oracle Ifa. They were the unseen rulers of kingdoms, guiding kings, settling disputes, interpreting destiny. When storms of chaos arose, people didn't seek soldiers, they sought the diviner. With cowrie shells, sacred chants, and mathematical precision, the Babalawos revealed divine patterns that kept societies in balance. Even kings bowed before them. Because to lead in Yoruba thought meant to understand the universe itself. And those who did were kings, crown or not. The hidden kings of knowledge, from Kemet to Congo. In Kemet, ancient Egypt, priest scientists like Imhotep ruled from the shadows. He wasn't born royal, yet he became the pharaoh's teacher, architect, and healer, later deified as a god of wisdom. His legacy shows that knowledge was Africa's first kingdom. In the Congo, sacred brotherhoods preserved oral libraries for centuries, hidden in drums, songs, and rituals. When colonizers destroyed temples, these men became living archives, keeping the flame of civilization alive through memory. They were the guardians of continuity, ensuring that Africa's light could never truly be extinguished. Across time, Africa's greatest kings didn't wear crowns of metal. They wore crowns of mind, spirit, and heart. They didn't build empires of conquest. They built empires of consciousness. Because a true king doesn't need a throne. He is the throne. Before you leave, subscribe and share this story, because what's coming next will uncover the hidden queens who ruled the world before history even began.